Stop it now. Oh, come on, man. Oh,
Hey guys, welcome back to the Cheeky Masters podcast, a podcast that's all about cricket and the banter that comes with it. If you're wondering why we were dancing in so much, in so much of sync, it was because this is our 100th episode. Guys, come on, we made it. 100. Come on, come on. You know, something that Misbah never made in ODI. Okay. All right.
oh.
All
We
right.
were so excited
Okay.
about this episode that we even forgot to discuss the agenda. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, there's no agenda. There's only one agenda. Actually, there is an agenda. Adi, the agenda
Yeah.
is to discuss the one team that you didn't discuss for the World Cup, which is a contender, at least was,
Okay.
at least some
New
days
Zealand.
back.
New Zealand.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Okay, first of all, as an Indian fan, you should be ashamed saying the word New Zealand in any ITC Cup. Okay? You should be scared. Both of you.
Oh, yeah.
Also, no, I'm talking about Australia.
Sure. Go ahead.
Obviously, I'm
Go
talking
ahead.
about
Go ahead with your
Australia.
opinion. Go ahead with your
There was
argument. No lie.
nothing there. Okay, so you guys don't think Australia is a contender this time around?
I also need to drink some
I
water.
think
Thanks,
Sumit,
bro.
we saw it, right? We saw it in the warm-up match. So how much of a contender Australia is. So
Hey, 5 minutes of bad play doesn't decide which is a bad team, okay? I'm
Sounds like
quoting.
Virat Kohli.
Sumit,
Exactly.
at
I'm quoting Kohli.
the end of the day, victory matters. So
Mhm.
Yeah, Australian will know it better. Be it cheating, like cheatna hai bas anyhow.
Yes,
Means
agree.
don't matter.
Agree.
Agreed.
But cup matters, right? The tournament
Right.
matters.
Yeah.
So if it's Paytm, it doesn't matter. But World Cup matters.
mm,
Oh, Indian fans would not be happy with that, right?
Master
Alright.
Mastercard.
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 Sorry. Apologies. No more Paytm. Mastercard.
Oh,
We
okay.
have standards. Akshay wants to say we have standards now.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
We had
Yeah.
Paytm. Mastercard is here.
Agree. So, I think that is the number one question when we are discussing Australia, right? Before we go into the teams, what is the losses? What does the losses mean? And I'll just quote Finch. Don't mean shit.
I actually
As
wanted
he
to
said
talk this
in.
about Australia. So when we talk about teams which are, contenders, serious contenders for the World Cup, like some are considering India, South Africa, England.
India, England.
But when you think of a perfect 11, you won't really be able to decide on it for any other team. Like for England, you will not be sure on which four bowlers will be their, main four. For South Africa, you might worry about what will be their batting lineup. For
Yeah.
India, same thing with bowling. But Australia is the only team when you can, have a look at the squad and like instantly you can take the playing 11 which is perfect for the whole tournament as such. So that is one thing which is going to work in favor of Australia. I mean, it's a correct statement that they're peaking at the right time. Everything is coming together at the right time, and the most Australian thing that can happen.
Hey, dude, you're not supposed to do that. Akshay, come on, there's something about
So,
Australia. Australia
Sumit,
lost the series before this. Yeah.
so
Me supporting,
Smith is there in the World Cup, right?
right? Yes.
Smith is in the World Cup, by the way. Smith is in the World Cup. He won't play, but he is in the World Cup
I would have
squad.
preferred
I'm
him. I would have preferred him, playing the Shield right now. I mean, that would not have been a bad idea as such.
Oh.
why? Why
I'm
So,
don't
being
you
on.
want? Hmm.
No, I don't want him to be on the TV. That's why.
What the fuck? How can you be so offensive? That was offensive, dude. Akshay, I'm hurt. I'm actually
I
hurt.
know.
How can he say that?
Just to be
Just
clear,
he has Smith in the
me
back.
supporting
Yeah.
a team, me
Hmm.
supporting any team works so well for that team, right? I mean,
Yeah.
so I've supported Australia.
Uh,
It works.
You're wearing
we
India's
support, I
jersey,
think
by
you
the way.
I'm not supporting as such. Not
Hey,
saying
Baba.
anything
Yeah.
about the team.
Okay. All right.
Right. So should we discuss what has happened till now in the
That's what I want to know from
qualifier
both
round
of
as
you.
such?
Right. That's it. No, not qualifier. Right. I'll start with Akshay.
Okay, warm up.
Right. My question to you is this. Right. Uh, you've seen like Australia lost their last series is basically like India, they're gone. England is the number one contender right now. They lost to them also. Warm up match against India, they lost. Right. So, and they don't have any more matches. So the last matches that they've won, like that they've played, they've lost all of them coming into this World Cup, which is in their backyard, and they lost to England in their backyard. So, what do you take out of all of that about momentum? And as Adi was saying, right, things are coming along great. Yeah and no, both. Yes and no, both. I have an opinion, but I want to know yours first. What do you think?
Okay. So I think probably they are not giving the 100% for these tournament because they are thinking about the, to be honest, I don't know. Because once the World Cup starts, you'll see everyone clicking. They will be in sync.
Yeah,
So again, the team is pretty gelled up together. It's not like India wherein you have just jigsaw puzzle, you just join 10, 11 people where when they have not played throughout the year. But
Mhm.
these guys have played. They have the team spirit again to again fight and then win. So yeah, that's it. I won't go
Wow.
into technical details that they are not in form. Finch is coming in back in form,
yeah,
so
that's a
it's good.
good point.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
Maxwell is not in form past 8 to 10
yep,
matches.
yep.
So there are two
More
sides
than
of it.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, agree, agree. Adi?
Yeah, so as I said, right, if you're asking me, I'm actually impressed with, even though they have lost, that's the thing, right? They're slowly bringing the right pieces at the right place. We were not really expecting Finch to come back to form at any point. We were expecting him to be
Yeah,
uh, um, um,
back throughout.
something, yeah, that kind of thing. But he is coming in form, so I'm expecting similar kind of thing for Maxwell as well. I mean, I definitely won't be surprised if Maxwell plays that one very from a very difficult point, he wins the match for the team. He's going to do that in the World Cup definitely.
Mhm.
Okay, that's
And
sound.
one more thing,
Mm.
we should not discount again. Sorry, was Pat Cummins again becoming the captain? So that again adds up
Yep.
to him, said that he has to perform. So I'm very happy. One KKR player,
Both. Yeah.
Coming back to form
One steps
another
down.
one. Yeah.
yeah,
No. One steps down, the other takes over. Aaron Finch is
yeah,
KKR, right? So Finch steps down as ODI
yes,
captain, Cummins take over. It's all KKR territory, right? Hey, why is Akshay's
yeah.
jersey turning to KKR, dude? Why is it looking purple? What the fuck? Why? It's the KKR
Oh,
edition of
not true.
India. What is happening? What's happening?
No, if
Okay.
actually about
Hmm.
Australia, if you ask me the weakest link in the lineup right now, I don't think
Hmm.
Smith is the weakest link in the lineup because he's not in the lineup. I think the weakest link is Pat Cummins actually. Even Maxwell is bowling better than Pat Cummins at the moment, and this is a condition which suit Cummins. I'm a bit surprised on that note. He's behaving like the Kane Richardson, what we expect of Kane Richardson.
Come on,
Uh,
Adi. Adi, I'll agree to anything against Australia. But
yeah,
comparing
Come.
Pat Cummins to Kane Richards,
Kane Richardson bowled important overs, took important wickets against India,
full,
and Pat
no,
Cummins
Okay.
was 3 of
Yeah.
33.
toss, full toss, full toss.
He
Surya
got
Kumar went
that.
out full toss. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
not Kane Richardson doing good shit. It's Surya Kumar doing bad shit there. So
but then he also gave only 30 runs in that 4 overs. I mean, in
Yeah. I
T20s,
think
these
that's
things I think we'll have to take.
matter. No, agreed. But I think it's more of India trying to manipulate Australia's selectors. कि नहीं 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 केन अच्छा खेलता है केन अच्छा खेलता है केन अच्छा खेलता है keep him in the team. I
Final में
believe,
लाओ.
but my personal belief is that fuck no. Okay. I'll say this because of the amount of matches he has played. If one of Hazelwood, Starkey, and Cummins are not able to play, then Richardson, yes. Because I don't have a
Yeah,
fifth option lined up for me. Richardson is the go-to guy, and he will play. There's no question about
and
it. He'll play some
just
of
to
the
be clear,
matches
that's not
definitely.
Jai Richardson. That's Kane Richardson. Jai Richardson is
Yeah,
someone Sumit wanted,
sadly.
but definitely he
Yeah,
was
but
not
Sumit's
capable
favorite.
enough.
Sumit's favorite.
it's okay. It's okay. That's one good thing, by the way, that Akshay's KKR buddy is going to do, because once a bowler is a captain, I think he'll make a team including a lot of pace bowlers in it. I don't think it will be like you would have seen a lot of batsmen identifying batsmen from very early, right? I think if a bowler is a captain, your bowlers would get more chances. You get more. Uh, how should I say it? Like a union leader, like he'll
Mm.
think about the bowling
Don't get
bowling bowling unit more, right? As a unit, like, okay, स्टार का पैर दुख रहा है, ये वाला नहीं खेलते हैं, right? Like star, like that's what, like Hazelwood को इसमें बैठा दो and all that. That's what he will do, I guess. But anyways, coming back to what you said, fuck no, I think Cummins is doing very well. Cummins was pretty bad in India. Cummins was not bowling well in India when he was playing, but
Okay.
from the moment he's come to Australia, even if he's getting hit, it's fine. The line and length and pace he's bowling, I'm happy with. Because, see, you'll get, it's T20, you'll get hit, that's fine. But if you're bowling what you're supposed to bowl, right, I'll be good with that. Cummins has been doing that. Weak link, according to me, if you ask right now,
Maxwell.
with very heavy heart, I have to say it's Maxwell. Yes, it is Maxwell. But, and Stoinis, which was the case in 2019. And when that was the case, when both of them were not playing well, then there was no chance of Australia winning the World Cup, right? That's
Right.
when it becomes that. So I'm not scared of just Maxwell. If only Maxwell is not performing, no problem. Stoinis will take over. If Stoinis is not performing, Maxwell will take over. But that 4 and 5, if they lose both of them, right, then that becomes a problem, because even with smashing
Wade
debut
coming
by
in.
Tim David, great find, by the way. I don't know where in Australia he was playing, but great find by Australian
Singapore
management.
actually, but yeah.
Fuck you, right? so, so even with his
Malaysia.
inclusion, sorry, there's some audio issues here. I'm not able to hear. So, Tim David, the
Okay.
Australian-born, Australian native player, suddenly got discovered
Oh,
on the streets of Australia, right? So that guy, even his inclusion will not be able to make up for the loss of two of their impact players, because we keep forgetting Stoinis. Stoinis was very important in 2021 World Cup, right? Stoinis played major parts. The Wade inning, Stoinis was there. Like all the major innings that
correct.
led up to it, Stoinis was playing in all of them, right? Or bowling as well.
Mhm.
So that would become a bigger problem for me. But other than that, as Adi said, and I think Akshay, you agreed, the 11 is settled. You have the 11, and if a bowler is not playing, you have the 12th man as Richardson. So that's sorted, right? The problem is the 13th man is my favorite player, Steve Smith. So if one of the batsmen is not playing, I'm pretty like I'll be begging to Warner to not get out, otherwise we are done for, basically. Yeah, and
I'm a bit surprised on why they didn't even try that hard to get Green in the reserves at least, like somehow get him in the picture. They could have tried something for that. He's a
Akshay,
very
what's your
capable
opinion on that?
replacement for anyone from 1 to 6. Yeah, Akshay.
Agreed, especially
Sorry,
Machil Marsh. I
Sumit.
agree. So, Adi is
So
saying, why is Green not included in the squad? Why didn't they fight for it, right? For Green in the squad? Because every team has made their changes. India, Shami, Hurts, but they included last moment. Any team could have done that. Australia could have done that for Green.
So,
So, why didn't they do it? Like, what do you think is the reason, and why?
logical explanation would be again. So Green is again similar to say like Venkatesh Ayyar again played 1-2 series. Again, listen, played 1 or 2 series. The highlight for KKR, he played half of the tournament. He became the highlight.
yes,
That's not the reason you will take it for him for World Cup. Similar for Green, he played couple of seasons. He was playing well, right? Let him play more seasons. Probably play India again, play other team, get more experience against not just Australian tracks, but again everywhere else. Then it would have made sense to bring him up. So that's my point.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
that's a
No,
fair.
actually, yeah, what you're saying is correct, but the actual reason what Finchy gave for this, and I agree to that also, to a large extent,
Mm.
is that this unit that people are judging and not wanting, like, not keeping Green in and all of that, that unit
Mhm.
itself has won the 2021 World Cup with Smith in it, without Tim David, right? So there is no
Correct.
need for him to be there. The group of 18 or 17 or 15, whatever have you, that group itself is sufficient for them, and they have a belief that these 15 or 16 players will win us the World Cup. They do not, like if you have a batsman down, I'm telling you, you'll probably laugh at this, but they'll probably play Ashton Agar. If one of the all-rounders is not playing, they'll play Agar, right? Even if he's not definitely not the best all-rounder in the world, they're still believing in it as a team effort. That okay, he's part
Mm.
of the squad. He's been in the part of this Finchie's T20 squad for 3 years now, so they'll keep him. So
Mm.
it's more of camaraderie than anything else at this point.
And
Okay.
one more point again is, say, right now he's not there, but again, once Cummins becomes the T20 captain again, possibly after Finch, so
No, no, no. Oh
he,
God.
he will get him for sure. So tell me, Sumit, who will be other than
No,
say
no.
Cummins, who
See,
can be the next be?
contender is Cummins, 100%, right? Not even a question. But you will do the
Yes.
same harm what you did to Smith, right? In Australia, if you make one captain a three format captain and a bowler, your fast bowler, your premium fast bowler, and especially in T20, if he gets hit for 45 runs in 4 overs, which he usually does, right? The entire team's
Yeah.
morale would be fucked up. Also, his what do you call workload management? How would you manage his workload if he's playing all three formats? What the fuck, right? So definitely not.
No.
Anyone is fine,
Yeah.
but if you put that much pressure on Cummins, right, the test side would start to look a little iffy. That's what I think.
Actually,
Just for
actually,
management perspective. Mhm. Yeah, sorry.
Actually, I'm a bit surprised on this note. Like, I know Pat Cummins is a very capable leader as such, but
Mhm.
for a Australian side, I think it was good to put him as a captain in Test. I don't think it was the right decision to put him as a captain for ODIs. I mean, generally, what
Agreed.
happens after a big series, you like you have a big Test series and then the ODI series following that. We have those kind
Yeah.
of schedules. Um,
Mm.
and I think Australia's side, they have good pacers, but they don't have a lot of pacers in Test available as such. I mean, they don't have a big pool of 12 or 13 pacers like that. So
No,
I
no,
don't
definitely not.
really feel that this is a good decision to put Cummins as the captain for white ball. It should have been
I'll
sounds cliched, but a batter should have been the captain there.
I'll tell you why. And I think what Akshay said is perfectly segues into this. Is who else? As of right now, if as of this very moment, if you have to choose, it's Smith or Warner, right? If you go to any comment section anywhere where this has been announced, right? I'm
Yeah,
not saying my bias pages. Go to Crick Tracker, go to
right, right, yes.
any page. ESP, what you'll see in the comments is Warner should have been that, or Smith should have been that, or Warner should have been that, or Smith,
Smith
right?
makes sense.
So
Yeah.
Mm.
exactly. So that is is supposed what should have happened, but we keep forgetting that Smith and Warner are not there for a reason, and this is Cricket Australia trying to just you know make their way into slowly getting into it. So if they make a bold move and get Smith or Warner back, they'll face some kind of backlash at least, right? Even for a minimum time, they don't want to face that. Rather, what they'll do, they'll make Cummins the captain, they'll make Carey the vice captain or something like that, right? Alex Carey or someone the vice captain, or maybe Smith vice captain, someone. And Cummins won't play, as you were saying, Adi. Other than World Cups and important bilaterals, he won't play majority of it after a Test series. So what will happen? You'll have a phony captain like
Stand-in
Carey,
captain.
and
Yeah.
and then you'll have like the actual leaders doing the work, right? Like, okay, I'm going to take a shot at myself. Like in Rising Super Giants Pune, when Smith was captain, the field was still getting directed by Dhoni. So it's similar to that. Let me give another shot at you guys also. When Kohli was captain, and Dhoni used to put him as the to buy extra cover jacket. ठीक है तू दूर रहे so let me handle the circle. So something like that might happen more or more. But the problem here is, and it's very good that you pointed out, is that then you have a phony captain. You don't have a real captain then, and that will long term that will degrade the team. The test squad is very good move. Cummins in the test squad was excellent move, but I think ODI is not that good a move, but let's see what happens. T20 में हाथ जोड़ रहा हूँ मेरे भाई, अगर T20 बना दिया तो हो गया, फिर तो दिक्कत नहीं होगी, दिक्कतें हो जाएंगी, ठीक है, मल्टीपल्स में आएंगी.
I mean, we should probably have an argument on who would be a better T20 captain, Rishabh Pant or Pat Cummins.
Rishabh Pant, better
Pat
than
Cummins.
Cummins.
Sorry.
Yeah, see,
Sorry.
this is what I wanted.
Sorry. Rishabh Pant as
No,
the
but
T20 captain makes zero sense to me.
Rishabh Pant as the captain and Ponting as the coach. That would be a
Okay,
good
that
thing
will work.
because Ponting
Yeah,
will
that will work.
see.
That works. That's work. That's why I'm with Delhi, right? That works. But just India's
Yeah, you are
captain,
also
no,
Ami
fuck
KKR.
no.
No, but you are
Hey,
with Delhi because of Warner.
I'll be Ami KKR if Green signs with them. If Green signs with KKR, Ami KKR. By the way, just letting you know.
I am looking forward to Green signing up with RCB. Then it would be fun to watch Sumit supporting RCB again.
No, he
No,
won't.
I won't
He won't
support.
support
I
us.
won't support. I
He
never
won't.
supported RCB. I'll never support RCB. Right,
Watson
and there's a
crying in a
reason for
corner,
that.
but yeah.
And no, I'll give you the reason for that also. Because from the bottom of my heart, right, from this time Australia is not winning the matches to the World Cup. I'm still supporting them. I'll support them till the last match they play. From the bottom of my heart, I know RCB would never win. Never win an IPL. Never, 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 never. No, 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 never, 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 never.
Akshay, can you
Never
please
to
put
the
us
power
up
to
in
the
the...
infinity to infinity to infinity to never will they win an IPL and
Oh,
they'll waste Green there. So that's why I'll never support them. Fuck
Akshay, we
you
need
all
this in a
RCB
reel.
supporters.
Okay.
No, 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 no.
Yes, we need that. Oh, yes.
Okay. So let's come back. I think we can play a game. We all know what the 11 is, so let's just tell everybody what the 11 is. I'll start. I'll name 2 players. Then Adi, you name 2 players. Then Akshay, you name let's say 1-1-1 each, right? So
Okay, 1-1-1
start
makes
with
sense.
Warner,
Finch,
Finch. Okay.
Warner, Finch, Warner.
No.
uh,
Warner
you
is
are
Finch.
supposed to say the third one.
Third player is you.
Maxwell.
Maxwell. Okay. Okay. Let me do this. It's very difficult. So Maxwell is 4. Mitchell Marsh.
Yeah. Then Stoinis.
Stoinis. Okay. Akshay. 6th player.
Wade.
Wade. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Wade.
Again, he's making it very difficult for me. I'll go with Tim David. Right. Adi.
Oh, that was a difficult choice. I think among all those options, Pat Cummins could be a good option at number 8.
Okay.
Akshay.
Akshay.
Then Hazelwood. Fine.
Hazelwood. Okay. And sorry. I'll go with Starkey. And then final player,
Tuller.
Adi.
Zampa.
1-1.
That's it.
So we are done.
So,
We are done with the team.
right, I have a question, Akshay. Why did you have to put them out of the spot? You
He
put
was trying to
Maxwell
make
out of
my
spot.
life just to make my
You
life
put Tim David
difficult.
out of spot. Like, why? He even did that for Hazelwood. Oh,
wanted कि सुमित थोड़ा और सोचे कि
अब
That's
क्या
it.
करना है? Oh,
It hurts, dude. This is very difficult to do. Try to do this.
I'm sure you have done
Anyways.
that a lot. Yeah,
No, I've
moving
done.
on.
Okay, no, yeah. Sorry. Let's move on. Let's move on. Okay, so now that we've discussed all of this, Anil, I'll just want everybody's final, and obviously I'll close because this is Australia. So let's start with you, Adi. Let's go to Akshay and then me. What's your final? Like, we know the team, we know the background, we know everything now. Is it a final logged team or no? And why? Semi-final, I think we
Uh,
all will agree, but is it a final logged team or no?
Australia,
And why?
you're asking about it.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. They are going to the finals. They have, as I said, see, a lot of, like, if you're talking, let me put my reason out for this. We are talking about India. They have probably the strongest batting lineup among all teams for India.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
but their bowling has potential. Shami is very good, Bhuvi is good, but somehow you don't feel that, perfectly oiled machine kind of thing for Indian bowling lineup. So that is where they're lacking, and they're lacking on their fielding department as well, leaving Virat and some of the players to some extent India's fielding is going to be a problem at some point. Uh, for South Africa, it is Bavuma, so I don't know that they have a very deep hole in their batting lineup. England,
Mhm.
very good batting attack, but on a flat pitch, their bowling doesn't have a lot of variations to offer as such. They'll be lacking at some point. But Australia has, even though they don't have the best batting attack or the best bowling attack, they have all the bases covered, so they will reach the finals. That's what I think.
Okay. Akshay?
Semi-finals.
Semi-finals. Okay. So in that case, I'll ask you
Well,
just one question. Who? Yeah. First of all, why, and then who is your finals?
so you are saying who will be in the final, right?
No. First of
Yeah.
all, why not? Why Australia not? And then who is in finals?
Okay.
And why is
Why
it
Australia
England?
not? Because
Okay. Sorry.
no, it's not England. It's not England.
Mm,
So
mm.
yeah, I was thinking England, but again, next.
Yeah.
So why Australia not again? I'd say probably in semi-finals they will fuck up
Okay.
because somewhere there will be a tendency of being overconfident and things slipping out of hand, saying that home advantage and all. So that's my only
Okay.
reason. And final again, I would again put New Zealand and India, but let's see.
Fuck, dude. That's not a final Indians want to see, but okay. I'll agree that New Zealand has a tendency to go to these world tournament finals,
Yeah.
ICC final. See, Adi's already started crying. If New Zealand goes against India in final, he knows what's going to happen then, right? But,
Mhm.
okay, very, very solid logic, and that's why it's good to have three different opinions on the show, right? No, that's the whole point, right? So, the on like I want them to, and I will always say that they'll go to the final and they'll win also. From my side, if I have to bet, I'll do that also, right? It's always Australia, right? I don't use the logic a
Mm,
lot. It's all heart, right? But there's
mm.
only one reason why they won't go, if they won't go, or if they go and they'll lose, and it's because this is the one thing that Australia never does, which they are doing right now, which is very strange to me. And I think Akshay, we have discussed this right one on one, is that Australia is the kind of team who in tournaments sees the clutch situations, right? They're not the ones losing in those clutch situations, but all the matches preceding the World Cup, they have lost every single clutch moment that has come towards them, right? It's normally especially in world tournaments, never giving up on the clutch moments. If they're losing cleanly. There was no point of returning. But here they've returned. Either they've returned or they were on top till the very last moment against England, against India, against England in Australia, and now against India in Australia. All the games that I saw, they lost all the clutch moments, which usually is not the case with Australia. So that's where that's the concerning piece for me. But still, I'll say Australia will not only go to
That
the
is why
finals, but will win it as well.
I said semi-finals.
Yep. Makes
So,
sense. And that is very
I'll just
logical, but this is hard.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'll just add one more question. So I think all of us are aware of the groups that have been made, right? I'll just share the link
Yeah, yeah.
just to be sure.
No,
So
I'm aware. Let's go.
who are the semi-finalists in your opinion? Like top four teams. Uh,
Okay. Very difficult. It's very difficult. I'll
So
start. Let's close with Akshay this time. Right.
yeah.
Uh, because it's very difficult, I'll just say it out loud. I know you guys will hate me for this, Akshay especially, but I'm thinking India, Pakistan, Australia, England is what I think. Right? Honestly, that's
Yeah.
uh, that's the group for me.
Okay,
okay.
so basically you
Adi,
are expecting South Africa and New Zealand to not qualify for the semi-final, like among the six big teams that we are talking about in T20s.
yeah. See, South
Right.
Africa is not a problem for me at all because come on,
It's
right?
South Africa.
Chokers. Yeah, let's just आगे बढ़ो. New
Yeah.
Zealand is the one which is very difficult to say so, but for Australia to go to the semi-final, New Zealand has to lose because England is definitely not losing. So, so yeah, a lot depends on the Saturday match, is what I would say. The Australia New Zealand Saturday match will decide, like it has decided in the Asia Cup and in the World Cup previous. A group stages match, only one group stage match becomes the most important because you more or less know the result of every other match. But that one contention match is this one for Australia. The one with New Zealand. Adi, which four are your? And
Yeah,
then let's
so
close with Akshay.
actually, my decision is not very different. I'm expecting SA to reach the semifinal. They are chokers, but they need that stage to choke. They are not
Okay.
bad teams,
Choke.
so they will
Okay.
reach. I'm not expecting Pakistan to reach semifinal because again, they have a good bowling attack, but still now they have not been able to play that proper T20 cricket which you are expecting from every other team. That is where they are lacking, and they'll get punished in the group stage. In that, I think so. From this stage, I'm expecting India and South Africa to reach semis, and from that group, Australia and England. England because they have that spark kind of thing, which will they can win from any situation. And New Zealand are not exactly the best T20 team as such. They can beat some team on their best days, like everybody contributes in the right way. They can do it, but with a six team group, it's going to be a difficult journey for them, I would say.
Let's see. Akshay's team has to see. Akshay gave New Zealand and India in the final, so we know two teams. So Akshay, the next two teams has to be like dramatically. there's
So,
drama there. I want to know.
so you know India, you know New Zealand, you know Australia, right? I said
Because he said in
Australia.
Okay. Yeah.
semi-final.
Yeah.
Last team again, I'd say Pakistan again. India, Pakistan.
Woohoo! We have two for Pakistan. Okay, we should not say that. No.
You have two for
No.
Pakistan. Great.
I was going to celebrate. No. Yeah. Akshay, please go ahead. Why England is
Yep.
not there and South Africa you don't need to mention. It's fine.
England again. I'm not feeling with Owen Morgan out. I still feel Butler is not able to lead from the front. I don't know. Not getting the vibes. So
I'll
England's.
agree to this thing. I'll agree to you.
Yeah.
Captainship
Yeah.
vibes are not there 100%. But yeah, I'll also agree to Adi that they can win from any fucking situation. Like Liam
If you remember,
fucking Livingstone.
Owen Morgan being there, they had that team. They used to be like they work as a team together. But with
They had a
Butler, I don't see
direction.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They had a direction.
direction.
You also knew the kind of captain Morgan was, right? Like, okay, now that the situation is like, let's say 150 for 5, he's going to put three fielders out or like, long boundary. You knew the tactics he's going to. Butler
Correct.
is all about the bowlers themselves. Like the bowlers are deciding where they'll bowl and he's just accommodating.
Correct.
So agree.
Correct.
That is it.
This the point that Akshay mentioned right now. That's captaincy vibe. I think England right now gives me that feeling that India of 2017 to 19, England still have a very strong 11, very strong squad actually,
Yeah.
not just 11, but
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
capable replacements as well. But somehow when you look at the team, you don't see someone who is coming up and telling that don't worry, I'll handle. They have their best batsman, like but Butler is definitely their best white ball batsman right now, and he is the captain. Similar to what happened for India, Virat Kohli being the best white ball batsman was their captain. So maybe Butler can show good run scoring, but you don't get that confidence from the team that they are led by a very strong and very smart leader as such. Yeah. So fair point on that.
Okay, and as we all know, I think only Finch is the only captain from the last 2019 World Cup who is still the captain. Finch and
Kane as well.
Williamson. Right, I
Yeah.
said Williamson. Right,
You didn't say that
Kane,
earlier,
not
but
Under.
yes.
Yeah, Kane and Undertaker. Right, but yeah, so we have only two left there. So everybody else is new. Let's see how it pans out. One thing I can say for sure with the dress code today, all three of us are fucking excited for this weekend. Can't control almost. Right? Like Akshay had plans to wake up early tomorrow morning to watch the fucking warm up game. Right? So it's just we're getting into that World Cup fever almost, and as you can see, I'm very happy, and all
Yep.
three of us are happy, and we'll meet you guys uh, post the first match. If Australia loses, no. If they win, then yes, we'll meet you. Otherwise, I'll be crying in a corner, right? And you have no, like, you should be ashamed of yourself if you're calling me at that point. So till that point, guys, we'll see you. We'll be right back. Thanks for joining us. Bye bye.
Bye bye.